Alan, government subsidies have been proposed in Cariana to encourage farmers in Rochelle, the country's principal agricultural region, to implement certain new farming techniques. Okay, so we're saying that, hey, government subsidies are trying to encourage these farmers to implement these new farming techniques. Unless these techniques are implemented, erosion of productive topsoil cannot be controlled. Unfortunately, farmers cannot afford to shoulder the entire cost of these new farming techniques, which are more expensive than those currently used. Therefore, without subsidies, agricultural output in Rochelle will inevitably decline. All right, so so Alan's conclusion is, therefore, without subsidies, agricultural output in Rochelle will decline. Yep. And then Betty responds with, but erosion in Rochelle is caused by reoccurring floods, which will end next year once Cariana completes the hydroelectric dam it is building across the region's major river. Therefore, Rochelle's total agricultural output will stabilize at its present level, even without the subsidies. All right, so Betty's conclusion is that Rochelle's total agricultural output will stabilize at its present level even without the subsidies.
Yep, got that as well.
Perfect. So Betty uses which of the following argumentative techniques in countering Alan's example? So we want to make a prediction here of how does Betty go against what does Betty use to come up with her conclusion against Alan?
Well, I from my understanding, she hold on, let me just pull up the question in front of me. Okay, so I found that she focused on one part of the area, one part of what he was arguing. She's like, she focused on one part of it and tried to show how that argument won't work, or create this hey, but you said this, but actually if you do this, or actually if this happens, it will actually be a good thing.
Yeah, it shows us a different thing that they didn't consider, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so what answer would you go with for this one then?
Honestly, I think I picked A at that time.
One premise. Okay, so do we show that one of Alan's premises is inconsistent with another premise in the argument?
See, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, oh, she only took one part of his thing and tried to make it
but this would be showing that one of Alan's premises is do we show that two of his premises contradict each other? We're saying that one of Alan's premises is inconsistent with another one of his premises.
Mm-hmm.
Do we show that he contradicted himself?
Well,
we bring in new information here for Betty.
Yeah, I was gonna,
oh, Alan, you contradicted yourself. He didn't say all cows are green, therefore we should buy a blue cow. He didn't contradict himself.
Mm-mm.
And then B says, making additional claims that, if correct, undermined a premise in Alan's argument. So do we make additional claims? And if one of our claims is correct, do we undermine something that Alan said?
So basically she would have been, so if it's not looking for the inconsistency in the argument, then she's trying to weaken his argument.
Yes. So we bring in new information, right? Or we make an additional claim that weakens a premise in Alan's argument.
So because of the new information, that's what makes it weakening.
Yeah, what she says here weakens part of Alan's argument.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still writing. I just write things down.